Hi guys, welcome to BioXplaining. This is me, your biology educator Anushka, and today I'm here with the final part of the diagram-based question revision series for CBSE Class 10. So let's get started with the practice and hope you like the video. So you have just two jobs to do. First is to identify the different parts of the diagram, and second is to write down the roles of each of those parts wherever applicable. Okay, and before you get started with the questions, check these two videos out. These are part 1 and part 2. So first have a look at them and then come back to the third part. Okay, let's check. So what does this diagram show us? This is the female reproductive system in humans. Let's see what is part number 1. This is the ovary, and yes, the right ovary. So what is its job? It is to produce eggs or ovum. That is the female gametes. So on the other side you will have the left ovary also, right? Then next what we have is the fallopian tubes, also called the oviduct, is part number 2. Its job is it is the site of fertilization and it carries the ovum from the ovary to the uterus. The ovary will be producing the eggs and from there the oviduct will be carrying it to the uterus. Next is the uterus, which is also known as the womb. So the uterus is the site of implantation. That is, the embryo in the stage of the blastocyst will get implanted, will get stuck, will sit on the uterine wall, and it will be present inside the uterus for the entire gestation period, for the entire pregnancy period. Okay. Next we have number 4 is the cervix and number 5 is the vagina. Cervix and the vagina together is the birth canal. Why do I call it to be the birth canal? Because during parturition, that is during birth, the child is expelled out of the mother's body through the cervix and the vagina. Okay, I guess this is clear. Okay, so this shows us the pyramid of energy. Pyramid of energy means that in a food chain, how is energy transferred from one level to the other? So number 1 is the producers, right? Then primary consumers, number 2. Number 3, secondary consumer, and number 4, tertiary consumer. So basically it is that producers are the autotrophs. 10% of their energy will go to the primary consumer, who are basically the herbivores. 10% of their energy will go to the secondary consumer, who are basically the carnivores. And 10% of their energy will go to the tertiary consumer, who are basically the top carnivores. Understood? So this shows us the spore formation in bread mold, that is Rhizopus. Okay, the spore formation in Rhizopus. Part 1 refers to the spores, right? And then part 2 is the hyphae. So hyphae will form a network with each other like this. Just like plants have their roots, fungi also have a network like this of hyphae, जिसे हम बोलते हैं क्या? Mycelium. Then part number 3 is the sporangium. So the sporangium is the house of spores. It produces the spores. And part number 4, the long slender part, that is the sporangiophore. Okay, it is the sporangiophore. I guess this is clear. ओके तो ये डायग्राम किस चीज का है? दिस इज योर ह्यूमन आई। तो अब तुम लोग मुझे बोलोगे कि मैम ये तो फिजिक्स में आता है, ह्यूमन आई एंड द कलरफुल वर्ल्ड, सब रे डायग्राम्स वगैरह आते हैं इसमें, है ना? लेकिन आई क्या है? ह्यूमन बीइंग का पार्ट ही तो है, तो मैंने यहाँ पे उठा के लाया इसे। ठीक है बेटा, नो प्रॉब्लम। तुम लोगों को साइंस का एक ही पेपर देना है, फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बायो सब मिला के। तो चलो कर लेते हैं रिविजन। पार्ट 1 क्या है? इट इज द सीलियरी मसल्स। सीलियरी मसल्स का क्या काम रहता है? द सीलियरी मसल्स हेल्प्स एडजस्ट द शेप ऑफ द लेंस एंड चेंज इट्स फोकल लेंथ, जिसे हम कहते हैं अकोमोडेशन। मतलब इफ यू हैव अ बुक लाइक दिस एंड यू आर रीडिंग इट, तो नियर ऑब्जेक्ट है, that is one kind of accommodation. If you have a, say you're looking at a movie, you're watching a movie in a theater, so then it's a far away object. So then also again the shape of the lens will change, the focal length is going to change. ठीक है? पार्ट नंबर 2 आता है आपका रेटिना। तो रेटिना आपका क्या हो गया? इट इज द इनरमोस्ट लेयर ऑफ द वॉल ऑफ द आई बॉल। ठीक है? And retina is the layer on which image formation happens. Retina is the layer on which image formation happens. Okay, right? Then next क्या रहता है? Then next रहता है number 3 is the optic nerve. Right? Optic nerve का क्या role है? Optic nerve has the role कि it carries optic impulses from the eyes to the brain. है ना? मतलब अभी जो तुम देख रहे हो सामने, यू आर लुकिंग एट माई वीडियो, यू आर लुकिंग एट व्हाट द राइटिंग इज ऑन द स्क्रीन, सो ऑल दोज इमेजेस दे आर बीइंग कैरीड बाय द ऑप्टिक नर्व टू योर ब्रेन, ओनली देन तुम उसे कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर पा रहे हो। ठीक है? देन पार्ट नंबर 4 रेफर्स टू द विट्रस ह्यूमर। विट्रस ह्यूमर क्या है? दिस इज अ जेली लाइक फ्लूइड which is present in the back of your lens, back part of your eye, right? And इसका काम क्या है? It maintains the shape of the eyeball. Jelly like, थोड़ा consistency ज्यादा रहता है। पार्ट 5 आपका है क्या? कॉर्निया। एकदम आई के एकदम सामने आपका हो गया कंजंक्टिवा, देन उसी के बाद आता है लाइक इनसाइड में, आफ्टर दैट इज द कॉर्निया। तो कॉर्निया ऑल्सो रिफ्रैक्ट्स लाइट। A lot of light that enters your eye is refracted in the cornea. 6th जाता है आपका iris. What is the iris? Iris, you know, alters the size of the pupil. मतलब ये 7th में देखो क्या है, iris के अंदर जो एक छोटा सा गैप है, 7th pupil हो गया ना, तो if say there's a lot of light or say there's very less light, say you will open your eyes or you will do this, right? So pupil size is changed कि how much light I want to enter into my eye. So that is changed by the iris. तो pupil का काम क्या हो गया? It allows light to enter into the eye. तो it allows light entry. Then 8th वाला part क्या है? Front of the lens में, that is your aqueous humor. What is the function of aqueous humor? ये हो गया आपका water like fluid. ठीक है? आपका vitreous humor था jelly like fluid, ये हो गया water like fluid. And 9th वाला part क्या है? It is the crystalline lens, right? That is, it refracts light. Biconvex lens है, the light rays will fall on it, it will refract, the refracted rays will converge together on the retina and an image is formed at that place. अच्छा, तो ये आपका आउट ऑफ एनसीईआरटी है, आई अग्री, लेकिन क्या है ना कि these diagrams are very common in your previous year questions or your different school का pre board questions. मतलब टॉपिक जो है एनसीईआरटी में very much present है, बस एग्जैक्ट ये डायग्राम नहीं दिया हुआ है। ठीक है? So what are these? These are the surgical methods of contraception, right? Now, A is your vasectomy. What is vasectomy? कि the vas deferens, that is cut and ligated. Vas deferens मतलब आपका जो sperm duct है, that is cut and ligated. ठीक है. Then B is tubectomy. Tubectomy में क्या किया जाता है? The fallopian tubes or the oviduct, they are cut and ligated. So these are permanent methods of contraception, irreversible methods. Ki once this is done, it cannot be got back. I hope this is understood. Okay, so that's it. A very small video. It's done. So in total, we have 3 parts right now, right? For the diagram-based questions. Part 1 and 2, 10 questions each. Part 3, 5 questions. So we've done a total of 25 questions, and this comprises of all the diagrams that are necessary for your CBSE Class 10 biology part. Make sure this is the biology part. Just one I've taken from the physics part also. Okay, so with that, I'll end the lecture here itself. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel BioXplaining by Anushka. Stay tuned. I'll be coming up with all the more revision videos before your board exams. Thank you. Bye-bye.